Well, our perspective guest today is someone who's full of passion, a woman who had a dream, fulfilled it, and is now making a real difference to the Somali people. Hinda Abdi Mohamoud began writing as a child and is now writing her second book and is chief editor of Bilan, Somalia's first all-women media team. Bilan has been named winner of the 2024 One World Media Press Freedom Award, and she herself has been named as one of the BBC's 100 most influential women in the world. We're going to talk in a moment, but first, here's a preview.
Hi, my name is Hinda Abdi Mohamoud, the Chief Editor of Bilan Media. It's an honor to receive the Press Freedom Award. As we work in a highly challenging environment, telling stories that no other media tells, and we face additional challenges for being the only women media house in Somalia. We hope this award will encourage all women journalists in Somalia to never give up and to keep reporting on what they think is important. It's not easy to work as journalists in Somalia, especially if you are women.
Well, Hinda Abdi Mohamoud joins us now. Thank you very much for speaking to us on France 24. Shall we start at the beginning? I mean, you began writing as a child when you received a notebook, is that right?
Yes, exactly. It was my dream to write. When I was young, I used to write on my diary and my notes everywhere. Whenever I get book and pen.
And then you progressed by keeping a newspaper in which you told stories about people fleeing violence in your hometown?
Exactly, and everyone that who have difficulties by the immigration and also clan clashes, and usually there's a lot of disasters happening in Somalia. So I used to write and try to volunteer all of those people.
And tell us a little bit more then about your hometown, Jigjiga.
Actually, I was born in there, but I grew up in Hargeisa, which I call my hometown, because I was young when when I came to Hargeisa, and I was 3 years old, I think, when I came to Hargeisa, and I never went back. But I used to write the problems that my people back home, Jigjiga, was facing. But myself, I call Hargeisa my hometown, and I have been growing and become the woman that I am today in Hargeisa.
And tell us about how you decided that you wanted to become a journalist.
It was my dream when I started writing at a young age, and also listening to the radios, and also listening to BBC, Radio Hargeisa, and also listening to the classic music, the old Somali music. I started saying like the good way that you can reach people and also give your ideas is to be a journalist, and that's when I started going to local college to get my diploma of journalism, and that's when I started my journey of journalism.
And so you now work as chief editor of Bilan. Tell us about this media and its goal, being the only women media.
Actually, Bilan is the first all-women media team in Somalia. We are based in Mogadishu, but we report mix of news features from all over the country. And it's the first time that women have been in charge of the news agenda. We choose our topics that we want to report on or cover. We do the research, write, film, and edit all of our work from the start to the finishing line. And the agenda or the objective was to transform Somali media landscape by giving women space to work and also real editorial power.
And what are the kinds of stories that you cover, and why do you choose to write about those topics?
Mainly, there's a gap that we are filling as Bilan Media team, which is reporting on social issues. And our main stories that we have reported is the people who live with albinism, HIV/AIDS, people who live with other diseases, and also encouraging other young girls to learn about their hygiene, period education, and the climate change. Our focus is to report on the climate change, humanitarian, women issues, education, health, all of those things that a lot of local media have forgotten to report on.
And why do you feel it important to have this space for women in the media in Somalia?
It's very important because women past they didn't have the chance to make the decision that they want to make when it comes to reporting on stories, and also giving the chance to lead and also have the decision to make what kind of stories they want to tell and how they want to tell as women.
And have you ever found yourself in difficult situations while doing your job?
In general, in Somalia, there is a lot of things that can feel you threatened when you are doing your work. But if you are especially women, you are vulnerable for a lot of things, especially when you are going out to do your work and you take your equipment with you. You can get robbed or get harmed, or you can be attacked. Sometimes people, when you are going to do the stories on the street, can flirt with you. And sometimes they will tell you, like, it's for you not supposed to be the street. You have to be at the home, just staying and cooking. But actually, it's the thing that we want to change when it comes to the land media, to the media landscape and the culture that in our community believe that women cannot do the hard work.
And do you think that really discourages women, not just you as journalists, but in general? Or do you think there's a willingness and a feeling to fight back against that prejudice?
In the past years, it was this encouraging women, but in this nowadays, when we came out and people see Bilan is doing their work, and for us, it's kind of we are role model to the other women so that they can also do their work, not only in the media, but also other professional work.
And I wanted to also ask you about your book, which you started writing at age 20. It's called English Somali Footprints. It explores the origins of the Somali people, and you self-published it. Is that right?
Yes, exactly.
Tell us about the book.
The book is, for me, I am all interested learning more about the history, culture, all of those things. So I was writing about where my Somali people are from and the things that they face it and where the name or the people of Somali came from, which actually was a question that I wanted to answer. And I was trying to know more of those things. And when I tried that book, I did self publish it. It was answering the question that I wanted to know where my people from and what kind of culture they used to have and they now have.
All right, Hinda Abdi Mohamoud, thank you so much for speaking to us on France 24, and best of luck to you and Bilan Media.
Thank you so much for having me.